So last night at the USPTA Florida Division Awards, sponsored by Welch Tennis Courts, I happened to win the USPTA Florida Division Top Education Points Award. It's the first time they had ever given this award away. It was a little bit of a surprise. I didn't know they were going to give it away this year. I found out about 10 or 15 minutes before they announced it. So I kind of threw together something in my head. And while I was up on stage, and Howard Moore was up there, the MC, and Trish Faulkner was handing the award to me and shaking hands, they called up Dave Mosley, who is the Welch sales executive, and I'm like, what's going on? And that's when they told me that I had also won the Welch Winner's Circle Award. And I was like, wow, I was at a loss for words. My train of thought went out the window. I totally lost what I was going to say before. And I would like to take this time now to just thank everybody that I was going to thank last night before I was totally caught off guard, like they like to do to me. So thank you guys. First of all, I would like to thank Dave Mosley and the entire Welch tennis staff for, one, putting on an incredible dinner, sponsoring the dinner and the award ceremony, and second of all, for the award of the Winner's Circle. It's the second time in 3 years that I've won the award, and thank you again so much. It's an honor. I can't begin to thank you guys for the help, and it really means a tremendous deal to me, and it will go to a good cause for all the things that we do. Second of all, Pat Anderson. Pat, you do a lot for tennis and everything in Florida. Pat Anderson's the executive director for the USPTA in Florida, and it's a thankless job, and Pat, you do a tremendous job, and thank you again. I want to thank everyone on the Florida board. You guys are almost like a family to me now. I've only been down here for 5.5 years, and it feels like I've known you guys for a lot longer than that. Brad Liu, Glenn Howe, Mike Baldwin, Frank Vermeer, especially Joe DeLeo, what you've done with the division presidents. Joe, it's been great. And Jason Gilbert, man, with the U30s, that's really been a huge stepping stone, and I can't thank you enough, because I think that's really been a huge stepping stone, not only with the education points, but just giving younger pros a boost, not just here in Florida, but nationwide, with 14 of the 17 divisions in the country having a U30 initiative, or actually a program now. I would also like to thank the Naples Beach Hotel and Golf Club for hosting us this past week. It's been a fantastic week. I look forward to coming back. The next time we come back, I'm sure it'll be soon. I would like to thank Wilson as a national sponsor. Setio also our national sponsor. Some other people I would like to thank as far as education. The USRSA, Bob Patterson, and then Jim Tierney, who I tested with. I got my MRT certification last year. I would also like to thank USTA Florida. I was able to do a lot of education with USTA Florida. Andy Gladstone, Paul Lovers with USTA High Performance. What you do there, it's great. USTA High Performance always has great education. I highly recommend it to anyone that's a high performance coach. If you've got the players, please look into it. Mark Kovacs, Mary Jo with the ITPA. I got CTPS certified last year. Wealth of information. It's fantastic stuff, top-notch information. Marley Woods, I went up and to Atlanta and spoke at the U30 Southern Conference. I spoke at quite a few conferences last year, actually. That's kind of how I got some of these points for the education, spreading knowledge. Dee Dee Allen, who's the executive director of the FHSTCA, I'd like to thank you and your help. I spoke a couple times with the Florida High School Athletic Coaches Association. Ramona with USPTA National, you have entered so many of my points. I know you know my USPTA number by heart pretty much now. So I'm glad you're in Florida. We're glad to have you, and I look forward to working with you a lot here in the future. Welcome to Lake Nona. On a personal connection in this past few months, Lynn Samard, you've been a great help to me. Thank you so much. Some really good personal friends over the last couple years. Alex Hermeto, I don't want to say you're a boss, you're a friend first, boss second. I worked for you for 2.5 years and it wasn't work at all. So thank you for everything that you've done. Amy Speckman at Casebo Resort, thank you for working around my schedule and letting me go to all these conferences and letting me speak and help grow tennis and do the outreach and everything. I couldn't begin to do this without your help. Kyle Aqua, you've always been there to help me bounce ideas off with, and the same Dan Beadle, you're there with me too, and between the two of you guys, you're Fair State grads, and I always know that you're there to bounce really good ideas off of. And last not least, Sarah, I think you enjoy the trips more than I do. All the pools and all the sun that you get while I'm inside and listening to tennis, and I can't thank you enough for standing behind me and putting up with all my tennis trips and everything. So thank you. You guys have been a family to me, and I can't thank you all enough from the bottom of my heart. I also like to thank the players and the families that I've worked with for the last 3 years. I've gone through some tough times here in the last couple months, and you guys have been fantastic. I can't thank you guys enough. Also, Jack Bailey, you are a true friend and a mentor, and I look forward to growing with you here in the future. And then I would also like to take this time to do 2 things. One, I would like to challenge USPTA pros to go to tennis on campus events and just be there. And they're not varsity tennis events, but these are the players that want to play tennis for the love of the game. And these are the players that we're going to be able to possibly get to become the next generation of tennis professionals. So I challenge you, when the school season comes around here in a few months, to find out when the tournaments are coming up. There's about 150 players per tournament. Go to the events, find out when they are, and just be there and just network and be welcoming. The second thing is the Florida legislature has passed a new rule saying that you have to have 400 license plates to keep the license plate. And in Florida, we have the license plate, and the money goes to the USTA Foundation. There's a program called 1 in 400, or 1 in 4,000, I'm sorry. We need approximately 700 license plates. I'm sorry, 700 license plates to reach 400 or 4,000. Sorry, we need 700 license plates to reach 4,000. The only additional fee is $25, and that money goes to the USTA Foundation. That money from the foundation goes to great programs to help buy equipment for like wheelchair tennis. It goes to help people in need, to help grow the game, to help people play tennis that wouldn't be able to play tennis without financial help if it wasn't for the foundation. So please spread the word, 1-4000. If you get on social media, use the hashtag. But if you don't have that tennis plate already, it's just 25 extra bucks, and it's worth it. It's well worth it. So please get out there, use the license plate. I have one. I think you should have one as well. That's what we do. It's a great cause. It goes to the foundation. 25 extra bucks. We can do it. But once again, thank you everyone, and thank you for these for the awards. It was truly a shock and a surprise, and I'm deeply, deeply honored. I'm still trying to compose myself now. So thank you again. Take care.